Hi everyone, welcome to another Greenleaf Terrain showcase. I have a set of Warhammer 40k terrain for Client BC. I can't fit it all on my like 4 foot by 2 foot section here, so I'm doing it in kind of 2 parts here. So the first part is the Sisters of Battle inspired terrain. So it is two Imperial bunkers, this church that have all been kind of like taken over by the Sisters of Battle. So you got the Aquillas and the Fleur-de-Lis on there, and then there are 3 ruin pieces. I added in 2 rock outcroppings for free to the project, and there are 3 open tree stands scattered around this board. There's a whole set of 6 Tau oriented pieces, and I'll put that in the second part of this showcase. But let's check these guys out first, and yeah, so I'll jump the camera off the tripod and we'll check them out. Starting in this right corner, I have one of the open tree stands. They're pretty large. All the trees you can see have plugs, so they are removable. Even these conifers are removable. But I leave enough room that you can still get your hand through here, place miniatures, but you know, if you want to get a full unit, you gotta take some of the trees out, but that's okay, it's still very possible. So I don't really want to spend that much time on that guy, but these are generic open tree stands that are offered by Greenleaf Terrain. And then we have one of the first bunkers. It's got some of the fleur-de-lis around the outside. There's a mesh screen in the windows. Woo. The roofs come off, but I'm gonna do it not one-handed here. These are just simple rock outcroppings. They've airbrushed up and then added the foliage to them to match the set. This is one of the 3 ruin pieces. Actually, there's quite a few trees there. Just a simple ruined wall. This is the second of the 2 bunkers. I didn't do a lot of grime streak or anything on them. I did do some on that guy, but I wanted these ones to look little bit more pristine. This ruined church, I just made it have a huge explosion out the side as collapsed some of the roof. All the roof could be sitting here, but then it would make this area not very playable. I've done that before, but now I do a little bit more sparse things. There's a bit over here and a bit there, just to represent that it is you know, you can see that it's collapsed, but there are some evidence of the collapse. But I don't want to put a lot, because then you can't, it's less playability. I want max playability plus some realism in there. So that's what we got going on. There is the 3rd open tree stand there. And spin that guy back around. There's this ruined little corner, and then there's just this little nubbin guy to make like a, you know, like I can sit there and make would be like a small building that it existed or whatnot. So I will take the roof off both these 2 buildings. There's the little hook there, and you can grab that big air duct thing, and I'll show the insides of those buildings. So the roofs come off simple enough, and they're all supported on this like inner column system. It just lets it sit down a little bit for you can actually have miniatures on the roof. The roof's accessed by that hatch on the top through this ladder. There's a door behind that ladder. A little bit poor choice of where I put the roof hatch on the top of this building, but oh well, there's more possibility for max miniatures to get in here, and I actually put a miniature back here. He kind of fits in. So there's a couple panels There's one there, and there's a bigger one there, and it's just been airbrushed up, a little bit dusty in the inside. And moving over here, it's object source lighting off the panels. See, like this one has the better little staircase, and then the ladder to the hatch on top, and it makes sense that the door's way over here. Oh well, sometimes I'm cutting away and the glue and stuff, and then it's an oh no, but it still works out. It still looks okay. The other building, I mean, and it's still very functional. So that is all the Sisters of Battle stuff. I'll probably leave the trees here and these rock stands, maybe not, I don't know. There's 6 Tau guys coming in, and we will showcase those next. So here are the 6 Tau terrain pieces. Yeah, the top of this piece is cut off. I apologize for that, but my background black doesn't go that high. You'll see it when I zoom in and we take the camera off the tripod and walk around. But right now I just want to show this is the same kind of thing. There are 3 larger buildings and 3 ruin pieces. So these are all Tau themed. So I made a classic Tau bunker. This is a modification on a Tau centerpiece that I got linked from the client. I just made it for you actually had a lot more playability down here and up here. I think the other one had you able to place miniatures up here but not down here. So now there's 2 levels, and you know, maybe somehow you access the top through, I don't know, through the middle or something, whatever, who knows. Landing pad on top. And instead of making a identical bunker to this, I could easily have done that. It would have been a lot more time consuming than this, but you know, I just wanted to represent something that looked like this guy, but it was more the blown up version. So I have this large crater here, it's blown up the top of this guy, a little bit blown out there, and then there's the same thing here. There's just some more straight ruins, just some, you know, a different style of Tau building. Everything isn't probably round. Yeah, so I made some more straight ones. They got the iconic Tau lines and everything going on, and then there's just part of a another larger base, just the corner of it. Yeah, so again, it follows the forest type theme. I left the forest pieces around to skirt the terrain, so you know, fit in there nicely. And I on the back there, you can see I freehanded on a few Tau symbols. They actually really stand out. So I will jump the camera off the tripod and we'll check them out a little bit closer. Starting with these front ruins, again, this is just a simple ruin part. It's all been airbrushed up like the Tau ochre scheme. And it has like fresh burn marks. Sometimes I don't put the fresh burn marks, like it's being destroyed for a little while, but you know, everything's a little different, so throw something different at the project every now and then. It's got consistent foliage through the whole project. This guy's a large crater, blew out the back here. Again, I could put a lot more debris around here and whatnot, but then, you know, you can't put, it's actually hard to put a miniature on this crater, so to maximize the ability, or the playability of this piece, you know, less rubble all around. There's a little bit falling off here, but you know, it could extend. This top of this piece is somewhere, right? So who knows? Anyways, just some representation again. And moving on to this guy, there is a larger Tau symbol up there. Oh, there's a rune piece there. There's a hidden symbol there. Every second one has a symbol on it. It's pretty much just, you know, it's got the iconic Tau lining on it. There isn't an identical one on this side because the lines don't actually match up the same. I didn't want to do it. Everything doesn't have to be identical. So moving on to this piece again, giving it a little bit more playability. This is the top that you couldn't see before. Just the same thing as like all these type of guys. I just followed some classic Tau terrain that's out there. And the client requested the Tau Ogre themed guy, so there's another symbol on that side. Yeah. So that is the whole Tau set. So I apologize for the showcase being a bit longer, but as you see, this project was quite large, and I wanted the client to get a full overview of the project and be happy and satisfied with it. For he can make his final payment, I can pack it up and ship it out, and people can be wargaming right when it gets there. So if you're interested in getting some custom terrain built by Greenleaf Terrain, you can email me at info@greenleafterrain.com. I also do commission painting for miniatures, and I can get you a quote on that. Usually I have my email open, so the quotes come pretty quickly. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'll have more videos to come, and I'll have a full set of pics that I'll be taking in the next couple minutes here of this whole set up on my Facebook page. Yeah, so have a good weekend.